And we keep referring to the links, and I think it's important to tell everybody what that is, because a lot of people, I think that St Andrews is just the old course.
Yes.
Lots of people who have never visited Scotland or St Andrews. I mean, I was guilty of that when I first moved over here and started playing in the UK. I thought there were only 3. I don't know where I came up with that. I was just like, new old Jubilee. But I mean, I'd say it's better that you explain what the actual links are in St Andrews.
There are 7 courses at the links. You've got the old course, the tried and tested, the only course that was here for a while until they built the new course. Well, old Tom, 1895. Then they built the new course, and then they thought, well, what do we call the original one? We'll call it. Well, this one's the new, so that's the old. That's how that comes about. And then 2 years later, they had the Jubilee, 1897. And then that one's an interesting one because the current layout of the Jubilee, I don't know how much you've played. Obviously, you've played it enough to know what we're talking about. But they've completely reconfigured that layout over the years to make it into a championship course because it started off as it was a course for the ladies and kids to play on to kind of learn the craft, I suppose.
Wow.
I know, we've gone through crazy times. And now that has just morphed into probably what most people would describe as the hardest course in the links.
I think so.
But ultimately, it's the only course which just has one fairway on each hole for the most part. Because when you look at the old and the new, it's a lot of shared fairways.
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of double greens on the old, just one double green on the new. Actually, there's a double green in the Jubilee as well, but generally, Jubilee, not much room to work with. Then you've got the Eden. Shorter par 70 layout, and even that's changed a lot over the years because it used to be behind the Old Course Hotel was the first tee. I mean, that's way before my time because I think the driving range was built something like 93, 94. I was born in 94, Beth.
Good for you.
Just to let you know. But so before the driving range was built and the whole academy set up, the Eden started behind the Old Course Hotel and then went out. And everyone, all the locals, if you hear them, they will slate the extra holes that got put in on the Eden, as you know very well, like the 13, 14, 15, the holes around the water which shouldn't be there, like a little pond.
So random.
Yeah, not great. That's the Eden. I quite like the first 8 holes on the Eden. I think,
great.
Excellent. Yeah.
I love it.
Small greens, raised greens, runoff areas, out of bounds everywhere. The estuary, it's just a beautiful layout. Strath Tyrone course. I don't know if there's loads to say about the Strath. I think that was built at the same time, 93, 94, as the academy. You've got the Balgrove course, which is a 9-holer. I guess
good.
we say, that's the thing, we say, there's 7 golf courses here, but one of them is a 9-hole kind of training course, but it's great for practice. It's just, it's not the old new Jubilee. It's not a championship layout, you know. It might be for the wee wonders or some.
Yeah, I think every place deserves a 9-hole course, though. I think
for sure.
They're great, and I especially love the Balgrove. I've spent a lot of time out there, actually. Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got the one that's up the road, Castle Course, the most recently built, 2008. What are your opinions on the Castle Course?
Well, I was just gonna say, do you want a secret? I've never played it.
You've never played
No.
the Castle. We need to change that.
I know.
It's great for Instagram.
Okay, got it.
I caddied there. That's why I'm surprised you haven't played, because I caddied their ladies qualifying 2017.
Didn't have to qualify.
I guess it was 16 that you won the. I forgot I'm in the presence of greatness. Didn't have to qualify. That is disgusting. Well, we tried to qualify. I caddied for
Dulcie, that's right, yeah.
So we had a crack at the Castle, and the caddies were really excited because the Castle's tough to caddy on because the greens are mental.
That's what I heard.
Really mental, it gets really windy. Dave McClay Kid Design, he's done Bandon Dunes. So if you know Bandon Dunes, I think it's maybe Pacific Dunes is his one. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah.
The American viewers and listeners will know better than me.
Yeah.
But he did the first course at Bandon Dunes with his father, I think, and he got commissioned to do this course up at the Castle course, and it's been softened over the years, but I think we were all excited to see what carnage would unfold at the ladies qualifying. You had Paula Creamer there and Dame Laura and us, and it was exciting. And they put every pin as like a funnel pin. They put the tees right at the front.
Did they?
And I think 2 under was the number that got in. I forget how many spots, maybe between 15 and 20. There was a playoff. We were with Vicky Lang that day. And she
got through, yeah.
She got in. She bogeyed the last and then got in the playoff, which was kind of sick as well. But so that's the Castle course. It's like it's had its opportunity. I'm sure it will build into something more, but it gives you something completely different. It's a cliff top golf course, whereas here we're down on the links and
Yeah.
So when people say there's 7 courses on the links, those are the 7 courses. When you get your links ticket as a resident, you pay your yearly fee to get the golf. That is what you're paying for.